What's up? It's Whitney, bro. And today is my birthday. So this is going to be a fun birthday get ready with me. I'm going to keep it simple though, and it's just going to be my me but better type of look. I'm probably not going to do a whole lot of eyeshadow just because I don't do eyeshadow that much on a daily basis. I am going to be using my Holy Grail products that I swear by. So if that sounds like something you are interested in, keep on watching. And if you want to say happy birthday, leave me a comment below. It's my birthday the day I'm uploading this video. So if you see it after the 26th, not my birthday anymore, but you're welcome to wish me a belated birthday. So first up, I'm going in with the Essence Jelly Grip Primer, and I'm just using 3 pumps of that. And I really like this primer because it has that grippy effect, but not on initial application. Initial application, it's just very juicy and hydrating. So I love that about this. Once you let it sit on the face, it starts to get that gripping action, which I prefer over the e.l.f. one that you kind of feel the sticky tackiness as you apply it. Personal preference, everybody's different, but you can see the glow that it's given the skin. Usually do my routine pretty fast, so this shouldn't be that long of a video. I mean, it'll be longer because I'm talking. All right, fine. So for the next step, I'm going in with the Ulta Beauty Complexion Crush Concealer, and mine is in the shade Tan Neutral. And I am just going to put this right on my dark circles. The way this applicator is, it picks up so much product that you don't have to dip back in. And I personally, the older I get, the less I really care for the bright, super bright contrast under eye. It just sticks in my crepes, and for like a makeup photo that's going to go on Instagram for like content purposes, it's totally fine. But for me to wear on like a day-to-day basis, every day I'm actually going to wear this out in public and for any length of time, I really don't like the over highlighted look because it just highlights the crinkles and creases that are under my eyes, and it really doesn't look good. So we're just going to allow that concealer to sit before blending it, and I'm going to go in with my About Face Performer Foundation, and I'm just going to take one side of the applicator and then the other side of the applicator, and then I like to do a line across my forehead, get out a little bit more, and do a little bit here, a little bit here, and then across my upper lip, and then my chin. Then we're going to go in with a makeup puff. I think you can just search sponge puffs and find these on Amazon. I learned about them from Xiaohongshu or Red Note. Chinese people find it offensive to call it Red Note, which is why I prefer calling it Xiaohongshu, which I know sounds pretentious to people who don't know that. And the thing I love about this foundation is it really just looks like skin once you get it blended in. It doesn't look cakey. It kind of ebbs and flows with your natural skin. Your natural skin, as though you have unnatural skin. Anyway, if your ears are a little pasty like mine, you want to make sure you get your ears. This foundation is a teeny bit dark for me right now, but with summer approaching, I know it's probably going to become too light by the end of the summer. But I will definitely repurchase it in the same shade or another shade. My favorite thing about this applicator is it does have a teardrop shaped side in addition to the circular side. So I like to just flip it over, and I use that to go ahead and blend out my concealer after it's had the chance to sit. And it really gets right up in there where you need it to because of that teardrop shape, and blends it out beautifully. Dark circles, where? Next, I'm going to go in, which I know you guys are more than likely sick of seeing this, or at least if you follow me on Instagram, I'm going to be using the NYX Buttermelt bronzer, because this is my all-time favorite bronzer. I really hope they don't discontinue it. It is so good, and I feel like I'm probably going to be hitting pan before too long, because I've used it to death. And the thing I like about it is you can have a really, really subtle application if you're light-handed with it, but then you can really go in and get that ultra bronzed, ultra in your face kind of a look if that's what you're going for. And it really has a great undertone for my skin. It looks bronzed without coming off like I just rubbed orange on my face. And that's something that can happen quite a bit because I have olive undertones on my skin. Either way, we're just going to keep going in with this bronzer and really get it laid down where we want. I just love it because it gives you that perfect, like, I've been in the sun, which is always our goal with bronzer. I think some people forget that that's the point of bronzer, is to look like you're in the sun. And I know it's weird for some people to put makeup on their forehead. I went through a phase where I didn't put any makeup on my forehead at all. If I can find a photo, I'll insert it, because I probably looked, I looked batshit. And not to put that onto other people, but makeup belongs on your entire face. Bronzer belongs where the sun hits, not just on your cheeks. If you put it just on your cheeks, it looks less good than it could if you put it everywhere where the sun naturally hits. And I do know makeup is all about personal preference, and people love to reiterate that, but like Robert Welsh says, there is a theory behind makeup that makes for better application and better execution of the makeup, of the way it looks in the finished result. So that's just something to remember if you ever watch a video that's telling you what not to do and you're like, I do that. You know, it's not meant to be personally offensive. It's just meant to say, hey, maybe you could do it better, you know. And I've gone through my waves with it. Like I said, I used to not put any bronzer on my forehead. And then I realized how weird that looked in photos, having a bronzed cheek and nothing bronze on my forehead. It definitely looked disjointed. I made a little bit of money. I paid my bills. Sorry, why is that in my head? The OGWOP WAP. If you know, you know. If you see me looking this way, it's because I have a mirror behind my camera. I have a viewfinder, but sometimes it's hard to see details in that viewfinder. And I find that the stippling motions always, not only does it blend better, it helps with the longevity. So I'm able to get more out of my makeup without feeling like I need to reapply, without feeling like, especially cheek products, bronzer and blush, without feeling like they faded throughout the day. I'm going for a more laid back kind of look. So I think that's going to be it for the bronzer. My go-to blush has also been the NYX Buttermelt blush. This line that they came out with, I've yet to try the highlighters, so I don't want to gas the entire line because I've not tried those specifically. But the blush and the bronzer, chef's kiss. I literally can say nothing bad about them. And they just smell so good. And they're very pigmented, the blush. I don't know if you can see that on my brush right there. So I'm just going to be very light-handed and hold it towards the end of the brush and kind of gently pat that onto my face, gently swirl it. It can come off like way too much at once. So you just have to prepare for that and work with it so that you get that subtle kiss of color instead of a big spot of pigment that you feel like you can't blend out. But it's just such a pretty blush, and it gives like a sheen to the cheeks. This one that I have is one of the, it's called butta, and it's a shimmering coral. They do have others in the line that don't have that shimmer. If you're more of a traditional matte person and you only like the shimmer to be, you know, where you put your highlighter, know that this is not the only option. It's just what I like. And at the end of the day, makeup is what you like. And if you don't like the theory of putting makeup where it would look better, quote unquote, you don't have to. Nobody, you know, it's your face. You know what I mean? Like for eyebrows, I'm going in with my LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil. They just came out with some kind of weird brow product that, I don't know, they were hyping it up on social media, and I was a little confused because they were hyping it up like it's something that didn't exist before. It's definitely something I've seen other brands have, so I guess I don't understand their marketing tactics for it. But for my brows, I like to leave the front because I have enough hair strokes there on my own. I don't like to add any more. I like to just use a spoolie. Normally I'd use a brow gel, but I'm out. I don't have any brow gel, you know. But I just like to go in and define the tail of it like I did, and then just kind of help darken some of the lighter spots in it. But I don't like to do too much because then it starts looking too blocky and just unnatural. And been there, done that, bought that t-shirt in 2016. We ain't trying to do it again. So I like to place the product where I have sparse areas and just do those like stroke type of motions, and then go back in with the spoolie and kind of spread those out. And remember, sisters, not twins. So for eyeshadow, we're going to keep it super simple. I'm just going to go in quick with my Milani eyeshadow primer, and using just a little bit of that, I'm going to go in all over the lid, and we're going to do that on both eyes. And this is just to give something for the shadow I'm going to use to stick to. Then I'm going to go in with the Dose of Color Friendcations palette, and I'm going to use this shimmer shade right here, which is called either Just a Kiss. Yeah, I think it's called Just a Kiss. And I'm just going to tap that all over the lid. I don't really want like a stark application of it. Like I said, I want this to just be subtle. I can dress it up or I can dress it down. Like right now I'm wearing a t-shirt and shorts, and this could still look acceptable with a t-shirt and shorts. And we're just gonna softly blend out the edges of that shimmer shade that I placed. All right, and for the lips, I'm gonna go in with the LA Girl Nude Lip Liner in the shade Gingerbread. And I'm just gonna lightly line my lips with that. It's kind of like Your Lips, but better type of a shade. So there's not like a stark contrast. And then I'm gonna use my Stila Beauty Boss lip gloss in the shade Kitten, and it's just this really pretty shimmery gold. And I only put it on the bottom and then spread it to the top because it does have a pretty intense shimmer. But that pretty much is my natural makeup look for my birthday glam. So if you had fun watching this video, give it a big thumbs up. I would put mascara on, but my eyes are doing something weird today, so I'm leaving the mascara alone. Because otherwise, I'd put mascara on. If you want me to recommend one, the one I recommend is the e.l.f. Lash Extender Mascara. It's a tubing formula. It is really great. But thank you so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!